What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about sending the military into blue states to make them behave. Getting Gavin Newsom under control, getting J.P. Pritzker under control.
What are you
making
talking
sure
about?
We're taking a look at all the drama and over-the-top hate thrown at Donald Trump before his inauguration. Depending on when you're watching, he might already be sworn in, but it's wild how hard the media has worked to make him look bad while putting Biden and Kamala on a pedestal. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps a lot. Let's get into it.
I don't want to be bringing back waterboarding. I don't want to be a country that tortures people, especially if we're the kind of country that's going to be using the military against our own citizens. This kind of thing concerns me.
What do you mean use against our own citizens?
I'm talking about
You
sending...
said blue states behave. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about sending the military into blue states to make them behave. Getting Gavin Newsom under control, getting J.P. Pritzker under control.
What are you
making
talking
sure
about? What do you mean? Like sitting into the state capitol
to
to commandeer the state government?
I can't believe CNN and other networks were actually pushing this crazy idea that Donald Trump was planning to use the U.S. military against American citizens and elected officials to get his way. Just so you know what all the fuss is about, this narrative was floating around at the time of this clip, and honestly, it's so absurd that you don't hear much about it anymore. Let's dive in and take a closer look.
13 service members' families, the time of day. Time of day.
I'm sorry, but Donald Trump hates veterans. He called them suckers and losers. He did. He absolutely, despite, he has his whole life. He has his entire life.
I know you're super emotional. I just.
Of course I am. I'm terrified.
I'm telling you, the political reality is that when they made that decision.
It doesn't matter. But you don't admit
that
Donald Trump hates veterans. You don't admit it. You deny a man, Chief John Kelly, a Marine. You say he lied.
You're still campaigning.
You say he lied. It's not over. It'll never be over.
The bald gentleman is out here spreading lies, and Scott Jennings shuts him down with, "You're still campaigning. You're still campaigning." It's honestly priceless. I'll play the clip for you toward the end of their back and forth, where Scott Jennings once again delivers a hilarious moment. Let's check it out.
I mean, I can read a chart and I can read a poll. I guess you can't. But the reality is when he made that decision.
Your petty insults are so weak, dude. You have no idea. Like, I don't even understand if you hear yourself talking. Look, you can laugh all you want, but like, I can't read a chart. Like, it's just so hacky. It's so uninteresting.
Look, the reason that we brought this up is because
it's honestly ridiculous to call Scott Jennings hacky. Let's not pretend here, whether you're conservative or not, that label just doesn't stick. Jennings is CNN's go-to conservative, and he's one of the few keeping their ratings alive. This is the same guy who was named Man of the Year, so calling him out like that feels more like desperation than truth. In this next clip, you'll see Jennings lose his cool a bit, and for good reason. Let's check it out.
I know your favorite pastime is to come out here and talk over me, but just please.
I care about the facts. I care about the facts.
The reality is, if you talk to anybody in the energy business, if you talk to anybody,
he says things that are wrong, and I interrupt him and correct him because our job is to inform our audience.
I'll just wait.
Hang on 1 second.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Finish
No.
your point.
Look, I play this game every time we come out here. The legitimate answer is, he's going to do stuff on energy. He's going to take regulatory shackles off of the energy producers. If you talk to anybody in the energy business who produces, refines, deals with pipelines, this administration, Democrats in Congress, have put shackles on what they can do.
It's hilarious looking back at how CNN tried to claim Joe Biden was better than Donald Trump on energy policies. Seriously? Energy independence has always been a cornerstone for Republicans. And let's not forget when Trump was in office, gas prices were way down. In some states, they were even creeping below $1. Those were the days.
Okay, our troops have had a hard time doing it in Afghanistan. Trying to ask them to sort through who's who and implement a policy like this, here in the United States is like nothing we've ever seen. Actually, I mean, maybe the only precedent we have is internment camps during World War II against Japanese Americans. But there's not a military precedent for sorting through who on the Upper East Side is illegal and who's not. And you're asking a 19-year-old, right, holding a weapon, who signed up to serve his or her country, to thrust themselves into maybe the most fraught political topic that we've got in this country.
This is shaping up to be the top talking point against Donald Trump, mass deportations. You can already tell the headlines are going to be all over this. It's going to be highly politicized, and I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a daily story once those deportations kick off. Buckle up. It's about to get intense.
People want a solution, but they don't necessarily want that one.
You twice now insinuated that Trump's going to send the military to round up American citizens, which is totally false. There are 1.3 to 1.6 million illegal immigrants in this country today who have already received deportation orders from a court. You can start there. There's another population, as Mark said, that have either committed violent crimes in the United States or committed violent crimes where they came from. You can also do that. That has nothing to do with the people in your neighborhood, has nothing to do with the person in your office, and has nothing to do with whatever the hell you're talking about. It has to do with getting people out of the country who do not belong.
So there you have it. The stage is set and the narrative is already being spun. What do you think about all this? Are the headlines just politics as usual, or is there something bigger going on here? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. And hey, if you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps more people see this content. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and discussions like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.